You say India's response has been precise and restrained, but according to the reports we've seen, children are amongst the dead in the attacks in Pakistan. A mosque was destroyed. I mean, can we really say they've been precise and restrained?
These are extremely well-known terror bases, the headquarters of the Jaish-e-Mohammed in Bahawalpur and the headquarters of the Lashkar-e-Taiba in Muridke. These are not innocent places. If there were sadly any civilians staying there, there were families of terrorist leaders or those training to be terrorists. I'm really sorry to say this because we have absolutely no interest in behaving like terrorists and killing civilians. There is no question in my mind that India would have been very happy to merely dismantle the terrorist infrastructure rather than even take a single human life. But the fact is that these are places known and listed not just by Indian authorities, but by the international intelligence community. The agencies concerned are proscribed on the sanctions list of the United Nations Sanctions Committee. They are in no way innocent places, schools or mosques or homes. These are, unfortunately, places where terrorists are trained, financed, equipped, and dispatched to kill innocent civilians in India. That's what India was reacting to.
And Dr. Tharoor, the people we speak to in Pakistan counter your narrative, and you're quoted in the newspapers as saying this is a state, we're talking about Pakistan, that sponsors terrorism in the most vile manner. So you're suggesting the Pakistani government sponsors these organizations. I don't know what you think the motive would be for Pakistan to do such a thing. They're also asking me every time I put this question to them, what's the evidence? What's the evidence, sir?
Well, as far as evidence is concerned, don't forget that Pakistan is a master of denial. They denied having anything to do with the Mumbai attacks that killed 170 people on 26/11/2008 until one of the terrorists was caught alive and the Pakistanis had to admit that he and everything he said came from them. They denied even knowing where Osama bin Laden was until he was found in a military encampment not far from a Pakistani army base inside Pakistan. This is the Pakistani route. It's constantly show us the evidence. Well, I mean, the fact is there is enough circumstantial evidence and there are intelligence intercepts on the basis of which India is acting. And India has absolutely no other reason to do this. Let's understand something very clearly, Tom. India is a status quo power. It wants nothing that Pakistan has. It is focused on growing its economy, improving its high technology, providing a future for its young people. It is entirely happy to be left alone by Pakistan, and it'll leave Pakistan alone. Pakistan is a revisionist power. It claims territory India holds. It is a bigoted power that wishes to take over parts of India on the grounds that the people living there happen to share the same religion as the Pakistanis. Well, there are 200 million Indian Muslims who share the same religion as the Pakistanis. Do they want to take them all over? It's a preposterous approach that the Pakistanis have been adopting. They have been deploying terrorists for 30 years in pursuit of their desire to, quote unquote, bleed India by 1,000 cuts and to capture the territory of Kashmir. They're not going to get it. They have failed for 30 years. They're going to fail for another 30. Then the sad, sad lesson that they must learn and have failed to learn is that terrorism is not the answer. Killing innocent civilians will invite reprisals, and we're scaling up the reprisals with each outrage. In 2008, after Mumbai, India tried diplomacy, tried grey-listing Pakistan, tried blacklisting the agencies concerned in the Sanctions Committee. Some years later, when there was an attack in Pathankot, the Prime Minister even invited the Pakistani intelligence to join the investigation of the attack. They came and they went back to Pakistan and said, oh, the Indians did it to themselves. That was the last straw. The next terrorist attack, India sent a squad across to attack the very base from which the attack had come.
Okay.
The next terrorist attack in Pulwama, India did an airstrike, just one. The next terrorist attack, this time in Pahalgam in Kashmir, India hit 9. How much longer do the Pakistanis want to play this game? India is prepared to play it. But India is much happier to be left alone. And that's what we will urge the Pakistanis to do.